height of letters to practice is always 6 millimeters. Always yan 6 millimeters. Okay? However, once you already trained, no, once you become a drafter already, no, you should shift into a lower spacing, into a lower height of letters that is 3 millimeters. Sir, why 3 millimeters? You have to remember we have to conserve space. Okay? We have to conserve space in drafting. And ano po yung part, no? Anong part ng drawing ang nilalagyan natin ng letters? That is the dimensions. Okay? Usually applicable po dito si dimensions po natin dito, ha? So usually 3 mm po yung ating measurement natin doon. That would be 3 mm letter B. Ito, that is the resistance of a 100 watts, 110 volts incandescent lamp. Wala po itong kinalaman si incandescent lamp dyan. Ang may kinalaman dito is only 110 and 100 watts. You are just going to take a look kung sino yung hinahanap, resistance. Go back to the Ohm's triangle. That is E voltage is equal to I times R. Hinahanap yung si R, that becomes R is equal to voltage divided by current. Therefore, it should be sir, wala ngayon dito, sir. Wala natin dito ngayon kasi we are given a power. Tama? We are given a power here. Since in the electrical wheel formula, we can also have resistance is equal to voltage squared divided by wattage. That will give you still the answer of resistance. Therefore, it becomes 110 squared divided by 100. Ano yung sagot dito? What's the answer here? No? Given that you have voltage, power supply, and you have the wattage or the power, no? So you have to look for the resistance. You have to remember that in resistance, since wala tayong current dito, we are going to use wattage as our dividend, no? Okay, so i-divide sa dividend, i-divide sa wattage dito ngayon. So we are going to square this power supply that is 110. 110 times 110 divided by 100, that will give you an answer of 121 ohms. Okay, 121 ohms. That is the answer there. Okay, I hope I have made myself clear on this. Let's proceed to the next question. Eto, sir. The question here talks about still on what do we call as kilowatt, okay? How many kilowatt is the water heater if it draws a current of 10 amperes and a resistance of 23 ohms? Ano natin dito? Power. Again, kilowatt is under power. Okay, ano yung given natin dito? Ampere. Ano yung given natin dito? Ohms. Therefore, kapag yan yung hinahanap natin dito ngayon, you are just going to take a look about power is equal to amperes times the resistance. Meron ba tayo dito? Wala, sir. Meron ba? Meron dito tayo ngayon. No? It becomes the I squared multiplied by the resistance. That becomes, the answer here is, remember the question is in kilowatt. Kilowatt. Therefore, it becomes 2,300. Tama? Because this becomes 100 multiplied by 23. That becomes 2,300. Therefore, if you are going to take a look on this one, you're using about kilowatts, not watts. Okay? Okay, so it becomes letter letter B, letter D. Letter B, letter D. Tingnan nyo dito yung agoy. Tingnan nyo yung tanong natin dito is in kilowatt. Ilan yung kilo? 1 kilo is 1,000. Tama? Naku, sabag naman tayo dito. Ano po, di ba? Therefore, the answer here is not letter B, but letter D is the best answer here. Kasi kung titingnan mo dito si 2,300, it becomes 2,300, tas may kilo pa yan, may tatlong zero yan, after which it becomes, ayan, 2,300,000 watts. Kung ito yung pagbabasihan mo, kasi kilowatts siya, you are going to multiply it by 1,000. Since the question is only kilowatt, no, 2,300, it's still on the wattage. Convert this one into kilowatt divided by 1,000. And this will give you an answer of 2.3. Saan dyan ang 2.3? Letter D is the best answer here. Okay, 1,000 watts is equal to 1 kilowatt. That is correct. All right. Okay, now so 1,000 watt is equal to 1 kilowatt. That is correct. So the answer here is not letter B, but letter D. Huwag kayong magpapaapekto sa unang sagot. Read first the question and understand the question. Kasi baka meron kayo sa sagot dito, dami sumagot na letter B. Ito rin yung sagot, sir. Hindi. Letter D ang tamang sagot. Okay? Yan ha. The answer here, for the sake of those, para malinis, the answer here is letter D, not letter B. Okay? Sir, are they on the same value? The answer is no. They are not on the same value. Letter B and letter D are not in the same value. Tandaan niyo po yan. Next question tayo. Sir, eto. An electric heater uses 20 kilowatt hour for 8 hours. No? If the voltage across the heater is 214 volts, what is the heater resistance? We are talking here about resistance. However, we are given a power consumed, no, within 8 hours for 20 kilowatt hour with a power supply of 220 volts. Sorry, 240 volts, di ba? Anong hinahanap, sir? Resistance. Tama. Now, what are we going to do if resistance ang hanapin? Di ba resistance is equal to voltage divided by current? Tama. Since resistance is a result of voltage divided by the current, now what are we going to do with this one? Do we have a voltage? Yes. What is our value voltage natin dito? 240 volts. I hope nakakasunod. No? Do we have current? Do we have current? The answer is no current at all. Therefore, standby muna tong formula na to. We're just going to standby. Let this standby first. Now, so we need to find first the current. Pero yung ibinigay sa atin is energy and not the current. Okay? The energy consumed by the heater is 20 kilowatt hour. Okay? This is 20 kilowatt hours and the time duration na ginagamit po siya was 8 hours. Therefore, you are going to divide 20 kilowatt hour divided by 8 hours. Anong unit yung common? Hours. Anong litera? Kilowatt. Tama? Po ba? Yung power natin dito ngayon is equal to 20 divided by 8. That will give you an answer of 2.5 kilowatts. Am I correct? Diba? So let's clear out the table. So clearing out the table right now. Ayan ha, sir. Saan po ba kinuha si 2.5, sir? It is just 20 divided by 8. You cancel hours kasi pareho po silang hours. Ang matitira na lang po is si kilowatt. Okay? Now, so it becomes right now, the formula is what we are trying to look is resistance. Voltage divided by the current. At this time, no? Let's convert the power from kilowatts to watts. Ilang watts kaya to? How many watts is this? Since our power is 2.5 kilowatts, what is the value in wattage? That is very good. That is 2,500. That is 2,500 watts. Okay. Are we going to stop there? Hindi pa. No? Hindi pa. Bakit, sir? We have to remember that power is equal to, no? We have to remember that power is equal to, no? Voltage times current. Okay? Ayan ha, voltage times current. Now, do we have current already? Wala pang current, di ba? Solve for current first. Di ba one of the formula of current is watts divided by the voltage or power divided by the voltage. Tama? Okay? Ato Erison. Medyo mahaba-haba ang solution dito, ha? Ayan. So, this becomes right now, since our power is 2,500 divided by, what is our voltage here? 240 volts. What's the answer for current? Our current currently right now is 10.412. Sorry, 42. That's 10.42 amperes is our current. We now have current, we have voltage, then since resistance is equal to voltage over the current, then simplify the formula. This becomes right now as, let's go back to the formula, voltage 240 divided by 10.42 amperes. What is then the final value of the resistance? What is then the final value of the resistance? Solve it on your end. That is 240 divided by 10.42. The answer there is, you will be given an answer of 23.04. Very good. The answer is letter C. Okay? Nakakasunod po, teachers. Sir, medyo mabilis, ano? Mabilis yung pag-discuss mo, sir, no? Parang hinahabol. Sige, no? Sige, ate, hinaan natin ng konti maya-maya. Ano po? Okay. Ibang formula na gamit ni Sir JR, pero lumabas din is 23.04. Sir, bakit why did I indulge into a longer version of formula? Simply because po, there might be instances kapag shortcut method of formula gamitin natin, there might be instances na other values po is not around on the procedure. No? Others po, other formula is not around on the procedure. So maybe that formula is applicable here, but on the other side, some other problems it might not be applicable. So I highly recommend to use that formula if and only if all the given values are present to that formula. Okay po? Pero kapag hindi siya present on that formula, then you have to use the longer version. Anyway, as long as you will arrive on the same answer and you can save time, okay, that is still okay. Sabi nga nila, there are many ways to kill a cat. Tama? Diba? There are many ways to kill a cat, no? But killing a cat is against the Animal Welfare Act. Ayan, ha? So, ayan. Let's proceed to the next question po. Eto tayo ngayon. The resistance of a 230 volts. This is our supply. Kapag volts, automatic voltage po yan. Tama? No? And 300 ohms, kapag ohms, automatic resistance po yan. Now, what is the current required to operate in the lamp? Current is equal to voltage divided by resistance. Sir, sana sir, ganito kadali yung board exam namin. Diba? Sir, sana sir, ganito sana kadali sir yung board exam namin para hindi na po kami mahihirapan pa. Pero we don't know what lies ahead. Teachers, we don't know what lies ahead. Okay, so we should expand, no? And we should open our minds about the concept of differentiations, no? So the answer here is letter B, 0.77 amperes. Okay, 0.77 amperes, no? Ayan. I think most of the board exam is meron siyang calculations, no? Especially sa TLA, pero hindi ganoon karami. Because during our time, let me check the October, ayan, no? I will be taking a look at the October because later on in our halo-halo session, I will be mixing the October questions here on my end. Okay? I will also be mixing June questions, no? So at some point lang po 'yan, no? So atin po 'yang pag-uusapan later on, no? Baka kasi may mga dito may mga marami na tayong mga naihalo sa atin dito ng mga questions na they are board questions, no? Baka uulitin, baka naman hindi, pero pretty sure the same concept will be applied on that reason. The answer here is letter B, 0.77 amperes. Any question po? Kung wala na, let's proceed to the 7th question. Sorry, 6 pa pala. Pang-anim na tanong. A group of lamps operate at a current of 12 amperes, current 12 amperes, and a voltage of 120 volts. Ano yung what are we looking for? We are looking for power. Again, we are looking for power. Therefore, power is equal to, given that we have the value of current and voltage, ayan, current and voltage is we have this one as eto lang. Very simple, tama? Very simple. That becomes 120 multiplied by I or current, that is 12. 12 times 12, that is 144. You add 10, that becomes 1,440. The answer here is in kilowatt, so you have to divide this one by 1,000. Therefore, it becomes 1.44 kilowatts. The answer here is on letter A. Okay? The answer here is on letter A, 1.44 kilowatt. Sir, what if walang 1.44? Andito, sir, is 1.64. Sino ang pinaka mainam na sagot? No? Sir, hindi po siya 1.44, sir. No? Okay? Hindi po siya 1.44, 1.64 po sa letter A, sir. So, sino ang isasagot namin dito? Is it A, B, C, or D? Let's try to assume na meron tayong tinatawag na typo error. The answer here should be letter D. Again, the answer there should be letter D. Bakit, sir? Moving point is the best argument to raise here. Okay? The decimal point is the argument to be raised here. Or, di ba, sabi natin dito the last time, no, sa mathematics during September, dami nilang mga hindi nasagutan, no? Kapwa ko cum laude, no? I think number 70 lang siya. Kasi 70 items lang yung tama siguro niya. Kasi po dami niyang mga hindi nasagutan dahil wala yung mga choices. But when they rationalize it, they were able to find out that andun yung sagot. However, decimal point tapos the vertical and the horizontal movement of numbers are exchanged. No, so you have to imagine the numeric keyboard para po in case na wala po yung sagot, you can maybe siguro sa ibaba nito na 0, 1, 2, 3, sino yung ibaba ni 3, sino yung ibaba ni 4, baka siguro pag press doon ng encoder na mali yung number, pero yun naman talaga yung sagot doon. Ha? So yan po yun. Let's practice on that one as well. Pero kung talagang wala talaga, malayo talaga, you just have to go to the nearest answer. Alright, so in this case, meron tayong sagot. The answer here is letter A, 1.44 kilowatt. No? Sir, again, saan mo yan nakuha, sir, na technique, sir, na kung saan mag-adjust ka sa numeric keyboard? That is from the top notcher sa mathematics. No? So ayan. Next, what is total number of mechanical degree that electrical pipe run may be bent between pull points? Very basic. No, very basic. A very basic question. No? Mechanical degree ng isang electrical pipe, it should be on its maximum limit, and that is 360 degrees. Tandaan nyo, 4 quarter bends. 4 quarter bends, and that would equal to 360 degrees because every quarter is 90 degree bend. Ha? So every quarter is 90 degree bend, and 4 quarter bend is equal to 360 degrees, and that becomes the complete, okay, mechanical degree of an electrical run pipe. Okay? Pipe run, I mean. Ito yun, no? Tingnan nyo dito yung ginamit niyang isang nagde-demonstrate siya. Yan po yung how to make it. Alright, next tayo. This one. Sir, daming argument dito, no? Daming argument dito kasi medyo may ano siya, may erroneous na matter sa tanong, no? A rigid non-metallic conduit shall be supported within blank of each box, cabinet, or other termination. So what is meant by here? Say for example, ito po yung tinatawag nating junction box. Ayan ha. Ayan. So ito the RNMC or the metallic or the conduit is being placed or being attached to this part here or nagamit siya ng offset. Ayan, no? Offset connection na ginamit natin dito. Now, sir, in this case, sir, no, the question here is saan ilalagay ang support? In which case, andun yan sa mga walls po natin, no? Kung talagang electrician ang nagtatrabaho, okay? Kung talagang electrician ang gumagawa ng inyong wiring connection sa inyong bahay, you can find out there that it is done with standards. The question here right now is, what was the standard? The metallic, non-metallic